Hello, hello. Welcome to Algo Hour. It is the 5th of September. Welcome to episode 24. I'm IRL. I'm here with Ted. How are you?
We're doing good. We're doing great. The long weekend, as I was saying in the green room earlier, really snuck up on us. And, it's Tuesdays feel like Monday, but we've only got 3 more days until Friday after this. So life is good.
I dig it. I'm working on getting our chat pulled up. I'm excited. You're right. I was traveling till late last night to get home for the show. So that was fun. And then we had a week off the week before, which was great. We did 23 straight shows. And that was fun, but I definitely needed a week to kind of reset some of our structure that we have on the back end for our broadcasting software that we use. I'm excited. There's new fancy buttons this week that were tested 2 weeks ago and now are fully integrated. There's some new sponsors down in the sponsor bar. If you check that out, Welcome Fallen Order and Taco Coin has sponsors in addition to our really great sponsors that we already have. People are in the chat. They're hanging out with us. Thank you for joining. And we have a really great guest. We spin the wheel. If you don't know how to get your name on the wheel, reach out, but it's a put your hand up kind of thing. And then we spin weekly. And so this week we have Yomo joining us, which I'm really excited about. Yomo, let's get him up here. Welcome to Algo Hour. What do you think? Hi.
Yeah, hi everybody. Absolutely love the new setup. And everyone, the team's grown and the team has been sticky since the very beginning. And really glad that you guys all took a week off last week. Much deserved. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Well, we've got Naj checking in. Bento's listening. Vince. I'm excited. Fisherman's in, throwing out the GMs. I'm really just excited everybody's watching. Merchant's watching. I'm a little scared that I might become a meme. We'll make it through. We got the recoup. Maureen Denny, push the button. So if you're not a subscriber, you can't see our live chat. Also, likes are cool too, if you're feeling so inclined. Matthew Armstrong, sponsors. So we have some sponsors that you see. The show's a group lift. It's made possible by a lot of people. Our cast, there's a lot of supporting roles that help me test things. And then we have these monthly sponsors. We also have ad space that people can pick up. So it's really fun. Our current sponsors include NF Domains, Rain Gallery, NifGen, The Basic Belinda Project, AlgoBots, Chris Wenner, gov.voy.algo, Noti Boy, Fallen Order, and now Taco Coin too. So those are the sponsors, Matthew. I hope we answered your question. Yomo, you know that you play some games on our show, right? You're ready for that?
Yeah, I'm also supposed to mention just to be sure that the check cleared for BOA. I hear her roof has been slow on payment and such, so just wanted to make sure check cleared from BOA sponsorship.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to know about the choices of the colors on your aliens as well. So we'll get you guys connected in the DMs. No problem.
No thanks.
I love it. It's fun. The show is such a hoot, but we do have some games for you. And as a reminder, you will earn Algo for every right answer. Some of it is definitely our own opinion on if that answer is right or not, which makes it kind of extra fun. And then at the end of the show, we tally it all up and it goes to a project or organization of your choice. So it's really fun, a little extra bonus. Really, the real prize for you is if you make it through our shenanigans, you get to pitch us all whatever you want in our elevator pitch. So I hope you're ready for that later.
Yep, ready.
Seasoned community manager.
I prepared nothing, so I'm just going to go off the cuff. But I appreciate you guys giving me the time. Thank you.
I love it. Teddy, we have a couple more housekeeping things before we get into it, if you don't mind. We have expanded a couple things. We're piloting it with one channel at first, but now you can join an Algo Active Discord channel. Not asking you to join the server. I don't have a server. There's a lot of servers out there. So chances are you have a server that you really like, that you feel comfortable in. It might be the H&Y server. It might be the Popcorn Lounge and the Mingo server. Wherever you are, you can now participate with Algo Active. It's really fun. There's a bot set up where it's a global chat. So if you have a Discord and you would like an Algo active channel, get with me. The show's covering the costs. I think it's a really cool way to connect people from different communities. So yeah, I'm excited about that. It's something new that we're rolling out.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Just in time for our most athletic guest yet. So it's great. We've got a fantastic show for you. I know I see Joe is finally back stateside after traveling the world, the moon, and the stars in the name of the Algorand code base. But yeah, it's everything's just been fantastic. I'm excited and honored to continue building and growing the show in so many different ways with you, IRL.
It's good. There's lots of cool stuff going on. We do have a new segment rolling out end of September, and I would like people's feedback on the name. So I kind of thought of Algo Hour. I didn't think of it at all. Actually, Dale thought of it. And I was like, that sounds great. I'm the worst at naming things. When it came to naming my own kids, it was not easy. So we have Algo Hour, but as you know, we talk about all sorts of EFT or NFTs. There's lots of pop up during our Flex Time Hour. People are expanding, doing cross chain, making their own chains. So thinking about that, we're thinking of something maybe like working overtime. So maybe like overtime has the name of the segment, but they will be shorter live off hour segments with special guests that don't want to wait in line.
I like that. That's cool.
So thinking overtime, maybe office hours. I thought of something cute with like office and the off being in parentheses. Then I thought that might be too much for our DGen. So weigh in, let me know what you think we should call this new segment that we're starting up. That would be a huge help. And Yomo, you have some homework. We need to get 2 fast flexes from you. Pick any 2 NFTs, post them to Twitter with our hashtag NFT Flex Time.
Okay,
We're going to check in with Joe. You've got some time to get this done. It's not a panic, but we're going to review those flexes later on in the show during Flex Time.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Teddy, anything real quick before we jump over to Joe to check in with him on dev stuff?
No, I think you've hit all the nails on their heads, and I'm excited to go pick Joe's brain.
I dig it. All right, off to see Joe.
All right. Hey, everyone. So as Ted mentioned, and if you watched our last show, I was in India 2 weeks ago, and we were doing a DevRel tour, basically. So I got to talk to a lot of projects that are based in India, building various things, some like infrastructure projects like KYC tokenization, and then some more like, real world solution projects like farming, stuff like that. So a lot of really, really cool use cases, especially in India when there's a lot of room to grow there. So that was overall a really good experience. We went to 4 cities. I unfortunately only attended 3 because I got sick at the end. Feeling all better now is just food poisoning or something like that. But overall, it was a really good trip, and always, always really, I guess, like inspiring to see those real world use cases and talk to those people that can really take advantage of this technology. So that was really great. So I just wanted to give a quick update on that. And then the other main thing that we've been working on is our boot camps. So right now, currently, we're doing a beginner boot camp for building smart contracts using PyTeal and Beaker. And we saw some people, like we saw in front of the show, Bento Grizz there. But as a lot of people have mentioned, that even though we call it beginner boot camp, there's still a lot of people that come in, don't have much coding experience, and kind of feel like they get left in the dust a little bit too quickly there. So one of the things we're going to be doing for the next boot camp is we're going to be focusing it more towards beginners. So we're going to be using full TypeScript and JavaScript. So these are languages that pretty much every Web2 dev knows, and we'll be focusing solely on like beginners, and won't be as much like Algorand specific stuff to get started. We'll be starting at the very basics and how you can get started, putting your idea on chain. So constantly listening to feedback. So if anyone else has been attending the boot camps and has feedback for how we can improve them, please let me know, because we've got another one coming up I think beginning of October is the next one, and we'll be doing, like I mentioned, TypeScript with my TailScript language that I've been developing. And then aside from that, we've been working on some like wallet compatibility stuff. So we've been getting together with the various wallets in the ecosystem, talking about solutions. So things like largest signatures, but also more general solutions like how we can adopt standards that don't only apply to blockchain, but just apply to, Web3 in general. A lot of people think of Web3 as just, blockchain, but it's all about like decentralization and cryptography and these open standards. So, we at Algorand are trying, and all of our wallets and the ecosystem is trying the best to adopt these standards and really make the ecosystem as approachable as possible. And so those are kind of the main things that I'm working on. I do want to quickly say I saw Coop in the chat call me out saying Joe couldn't hang with the spice. It was not the spice. I can hang with the spice just fine, Coop. I'll let you know. But yeah, it was some bad chicken. That's my theory. Okay. But yeah, so that's all the updates on my end. Kind of just been working on the same stuff. A lot of what I've been working on is going to come into fruition next month, so it's going to be really exciting then. But until then, things are going along strongly. It's great to see stuff in India, and then building as usual through the bear. I'll hand it back to you, IRL. Thanks, everyone.
You heard it here first. Joe can handle the spice just fine. I love it. I cannot. I am a total wuss when it comes to hot or spicy food, just in case anyone was wondering. Let's see here. Checking in. Finger snaps. Shoe.
Spice masters aside, I do feel like Joe is well traveled enough to be able to go into any sort of culture and say, "Hey, I can handle it." Of course, you did bat 3 for 4, Joe, but yeah, it's awesome. Good to see Shek Juarez and Michael Norris and everyone in the chat continuing to go hoop it up and debate if Joe is actually telling the truth or if he's lying. I still think it's up in the air. We have had a little bit of an intense discussion in the green room, but I'll save it for that. Yeah, IRL, what else is going on?
I don't know. Coop, next time we're in person, we're going to have a spice off. I demand to be able to live stream that. I'm just saying. That's my demand. Okay. We can in fact move on. Yomo adding lots of great questions into the conversation. When shoe?
I'm just trying to cover everything from the basement space last night. They were asking about the shoe, and then they were asking about the BOA payment. So I'm just trying to make sure I cover bases for those guys.
We'll check in with them. Managing sponsor payments is one of my least favorite parts of the show. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sure.
It's not my favorite thing, but if you are thinking, man, I want my project to be on that sponsor bar, I wonder how they did that. Well, let me tell you, I'm glad you asked. If you would like to sponsor Algo Hour, our sponsors that you see featured in our credits reel and on our sponsor bar do send the show $50 a month. We accept Algo equivalent. We try to make it accessible for everyone. So if you're thinking my project would look really cool and Algo Hour has a sponsor, you can do that. There's also ad space available where Ted will wing an ad for you for a mere $20. It's a deal. Or if you'd like to control what he says, we do offer a scripted option for $35.
Yeah, you want to control what Ted says, so do the 35 option.
Some of my favorites have been the winged ones, but I like how there's that economy class option that just will get the message across regardless, and he always does a great job. Someone else who always does a really great job for the show and has recently taken over our limerick section. You know him, and I think you love him. We love him.
Oh, I love him. The limericks.
Lord Beluga here, coming in for our second game, Luga's Limericks.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome me to the show of Limericking. I'm not confused. You're confused. All right, yeah, limericks, right? That's what we're doing, yeah?
I love it so much.
I believe so.
So
Are you
I
ready?
think you've seen this part of the show before, Luga or Yomo, but just as a reminder, we have some fill in the blank limericks. They might not rhyme or make sense,
I wish.
which is why Luga's here to read them to you because I was stumbling a little bit on
Watch you hit me with like all DeFi ones or something this week. Like I swear to God, Luga.
It's all NFT projects. I'll
Okay,
give you
I
a
might
free.
do all right then.
Yeah,
I might do all right.
the
I'm pretty
inflection.
sure I saw the word DeFi in one of the riddles. Not that I understood it, but
Some NFTs deal with DeFi IRL.
okay. All right, let's do this. I'm going to put your first one up, Luga, and I'll let you read it. It's really weird having Luga and Yomo in the same room. It's
Right?
it's good.
I thought they were the
Not
same
the same
person,
person.
so I'm sitting here in awe, just wondering what's going on.
They are in fact two
Should I just
separate.
read it?
I'm wondering where Set's light is.
It's natural, so that's why it goes fantastic.
All natural rock.
Renewable energy over here.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. All right. So first limerick. This project can cause a habit based on a wascally wabbit. With 8-bit and friends, your adventure begins. Hang out with Lucas and
Jojo Babbitt.
fantastic. Amen.
1
10 out
for
of 10.
1.
You know, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think JoJo got his start kind of in our Discord a long time ago. Like at least like started to show off his
Ooh.
stuff, and then we were all like, "Wow, that's really cool! You've been drawing that stuff since like you were 12 or whatever it was." So Lucas is like a really really good friend in the space. So hi Lucas, love you.
Yeah.
I have some early ones. I have some of the newer ones. I dig it.
And he's
for
going to
sure.
XRP for some stuff too. So it's good to
I've
see him
seen
grow.
that.
Sit
I love it.
Lab with XRP Heroes.
I feel like Lou, that was a softball, Luga.
Oh, that's easy
He's
win.
born out of his own Discord. Come
There
on
you go.
now.
Well, I mean, I pretty much live on NFT Twitter at this point, so I think I should be all right here.
Yeah, you should be good. All right, next one.
Oh
Is
my
that the next
God.
one? I can't tell.
Yep, it is. Whenever
All right,
you're ready.
fantastic. All right. If your DeFi game is lagging, hop aboard the wagon. The king of the air, enter if you dare. TD and Gov Club form.
Oh God, I know what they are. They're those dragons. What dragon?
The Dragonfly.
Oh,
Dragonfly. Yeah.
Dragonfly.
Yeah.
I was going to give you Dragon.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, that dragon guy.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon, wagon, lagging, baby.
Yeah.
We're mid lunchtime with the boys, by the way. Good tell. So
Yeah. This
I
is,
It's
love
chaos.
it.
that's my
I
life.
love it so much.
All right, final
Okay.
one. It's hard.
Yep,
I hope
we're
you're
ready.
ready. Okay, C is for kooky. W
Algo
is
dookies.
for wow.
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 Is that right? Is that the right answer?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. I should just leave. It's just, well, you won. You can take over the whole.
Oh wait, is Ted competing?
No, you just did it so fast that I had to get up there.
Sorry, I know my Algorand NFTs, guys.
You
I've
do,
been
man.
a
I should have
while.
got way harder.
You know, Yomo's been talking some smack in the comments the last several weeks. He was like, "Let me at it. Let me at it." So
And
Well, let's
you
give the
have-
easiest three. Man,
3 for 3 on the Limerick challenge. I'm pretty sure fishermen somewhere yelling rigged.
Oh, that's
We'll find
that's
out.
it. Wait,
Yeah, that's
Fisherman got 0. Did
Yeah,
Fisherman get 0?
Yeah.
They were really hard limericks.
That's about as many fish as he catches in his lifetime.
I went fishing this weekend and
Hey,
didn't
now.
catch anything, so I got nothing to say there. I'm skunked. All right, Luga, we'll let you finish lunchtime, but you are coming back real quick here after sports for who's active right now.
we'll be ready.
Fair enough. All right, well, quick check-in with the chat. I am not surprised that you did so well on those. Yeah, let's see. I like Ducky V2. I haven't seen the V2. Let's see here. Spice Off, can't wait. Coop's ready for the challenge. Let's see. Arc 53 is scratch and sniff. Of course. Yes. I just made plural with fishes. All right. Glad everyone's having a good time in the chat. We do have sports today. Ted's going to run us down what's happening in the sports world. And then I think we're going to do who's active right now and then a commercial break. I think that's the way we'll do that. So you will be back with Luga and Yomo momentarily here, but we will do sports with Ted first.
This is the sports stuff section brought to you by yours truly, me. We have a wide variety of sports stuff to talk about today as we're continuing to wind down summer. Everyone finish your summer shandies and break open the fall vanilla porters because we've got a lot to talk about. At first, we have the CU and TCU game kicking off the college football season. While they weren't the first game, they were the most important and relevant after all everything settled. This was Deion Sanders' first college football debut outside of his performance with Jackson State last year. The CU and TCU game was quite the spread. 20.5 points was the favorite that TCU was favored by. No one, not the sports books, not the media, no one had Deion Sanders, also known as Coach Prime, favored, had any sort of success. To put context into the circumstance, Coach Prime completely cleaned house on CU football, replacing almost everyone except for, I think, a handful of players, less than 10, including bringing in 68 scholarship newcomers, taking advantage of the recently changed NCAA rules. What a fascinating strategy that a lot of other traditional head coaches were really scoffing at. They didn't like the recruitment tactics. They didn't like someone coming in and just pounding their fist and saying, hey, this is how it's going to be. With that said, Shedeur Sanders, who is Deion Sanders' son, the starting quarterback of the team, was set to have 510 passing yards in his first game at CU, which is, by the way, a passing yard record, not just for first games, but for any game in general. And while there was a debate in the wide receiving room about who was going to be the number one wide receiver, it didn't matter because every receiver got over 100 yards. This win was a shock to many and instantly turned the college football world on its head as it pondered what to make of, should other schools start doing this transfer portal shenanigans? Should the NCAA step in? Who knows? Keep in mind, right, not everyone can recruit like Deion Sanders can. This is a man for context, IRL. He chopped off 2 of his toes so that he wouldn't miss many games last year at Jackson State because he had some sort of diabetic issue with his feet. He chopped off 2 of his toes so that he wouldn't miss as many games. That's the type of person that we're dealing with here. Coach Prime has heard the doubter and called them out and says he is keeping receipts, including not even letting media members that were previously critical of the CU Football Buff program into the actual post-media or have media access for the following game against Nebraska. Just what an absolute incredible performance, and to see him run out onto the field after he chopped off 2 of his toes, unbelievable. Our second story is the FIBA World Cup update here that's being hosted right now in the Philippines. Our lead story was the USA losing to Lithuania 110 to 104, including Lithuania coming out to a rocketed start with over 30 points in the first quarter and leading by 17 points at half. They held on despite a late resurgence from the U.S., but yeah, it didn't even matter. As a result, this was the U.S.'s first loss in the group stage, I think, since last season, I want to say, but it was Lithuania's first defeat on the U.S. since 2002. However, both countries are going to progress to today's quarterfinals with Lithuania as Group J's top seed taking on Serbia, who has been a well-regarded, even despite Nikola Jokic's absence, has been doing phenomenal, even though one of their players literally lost a kidney on the floor. It's just been insane. And the U.S. will have taken on Italy And that will lead me down to, we'll talk about that in a little bit later. Jonas Valanciunas finished with 12 points and 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, while Anthony Edwards scored a game-high 35 points for the U.S. Tying Mello for second most points scored in a U.S. basketball FIBA game, but Kevin Durant still holds the record. Steve Kerr, the coach, was critical of the team. They hate losing, but for us to get better, they needed to feel that. We needed to respond the way we did in the next game. We have to start the way we did in the second half. We can't ease into the game at all. I'm hoping this is just a lesson that we get better from this. That's what Steve Kerr said after the game. And they did. Just this morning, the U.S. stopped Italy in the quarterfinals 100-63, a 37-point win, led by a game-high 24 points from Mikal Bridges. So that is a shout out to him, who he's been having a tremendous World Cup as well. And it's great to see a lot of these different NBA role players shine when traditionally they may not have the spotlight. Lastly, we have a quick little U.S. Open live update here. The U.S. Open began in New York over the last week or so. Notable faces include Coco Gauff, Carlos Alcaraz, Novak Djokovic, and more, continuing to impress the high society crowds in the Big Apple. Let's check in live here on Coco Gauff, by the way, who was playing at the time of the start of the Algo Hour, but has since defeated her opponent, Jelena Ostapenko, 6-0, 6-2, to take a win in the quarterfinals at Arthur Ashe Stadium. She will be moving on to the semis. And not much to report really else from the tournament, to be honest with you. It's kind of gone as planned. But I will say Jannik Sinner and Alexander Zverev had a 4-hour and 41-minute marathon of a match last night that didn't end until 1 a.m. local time. So while Jannik Sinner didn't manage to get the win, it was amazing to watch him come back, and all of the other people that were in attendance were raving about just how astonishing it is that some of these tennis players can just play and play and play. Speaking of playing and getting active, that leads us to our next segment on who's active right now. IRL, if you can take me away and bring me back into Luga, his kids, and Yomo, that'd be fantastic.
Hello and welcome to Who is Active Right Now. Yomo, the king, welcome. So excited to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Now, I normally like to say, Yomo, are you active right now? But I think everyone in the world knows that, you're laying it down.
Yeah, I get attacked for it, on a daily basis. But I'm just trying to promote that. I'm just trying to promote the show the best way I know how.
Yeah, you're doing great. I love seeing it.
Thanks.
I love seeing you. Your spunk, your fire, your determination. It inspires me to be a better person, live a better life.
It's been a while since someone told me they love to see my spunk, but we can move on from that. Yeah.
Hopefully, it's a spark, but words are hard.
It's that spunk, but all right. Go ahead, Seth. Go ahead.
So let's see. Recap. We did combat sports. We got one more half hour-ish. Lucas would like to tell you about combat sports as well. Getting active. Yomo, you are a combat sports instructor. This could not be better suited for you.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I compete and I coach boxing, have been for the past about decade or so. Did you ask specifically about your video?
Oh no, we don't need to talk about me.
It's really cool to see people get into this, because some of the stuff that I saw from Feely, from you, it's even if you're not quote unquote good at it or whatever it is, it's still a workout that you can do that's going to work so many different parts of your body. It's going to add strength. It's going to add stamina. It's going to add confidence. It's going to add everything. It's literally, boxing is the reason I got out of hard drugs 10 years ago. So it is one of the most powerful sports out there, whether you're doing MMA, whether you're doing boxing, whatever it is, jump in, have fun with it. Saw some amazing shadow boxing. Feely right here we're looking at, I believe. You
She
can
had
see
more
like
time?
when she starts to pivot and turn around, you can see that her feet shuffle at the same length, going left to right and right to left, and just shows that she has that experience and understanding of balance, which is a really, really important part of combat sports.
Yeah.
And there's a few other folks that had some really, really good videos. Let me pull this up so I can see what I'm
Yeah,
looking
I
at
saw like
here.
some Brazilian
This,
jiu-jitsu, I think.
yeah, this is something that I would not mess with personally because they will fuck you up or they will screw you up.
Absolutely will. I
You
got
gotta keep
reach.
them
I'm
at
going to use
arm's
it.
length.
I'm not
Yeah,
getting in close.
but like even we're looking here, thinking IRL. So IRL, she's got. So the thing is with coaching in particular, women are significantly better to coach than men because
Oh.
women come in and they do exactly what IRL is trying to do right here, just trying to go by technique, trying to understand what she's doing, everything. When a guy comes into a boxing gym, it's how can I teach me how to knock someone out?
Yeah.
So they're not worried about the technique. They're not worried about the art of it and et cetera. So what we're seeing with IRL, this is like day one of boxing class right here, IRL. Like this is what you'd be going through, which is good. Like you're learning how to throw your one, learning how to throw your two and getting comfortable. And then if you wanted to, then you would progress kind of the next lesson and the next lesson. So it's a really, really good job here. And, I think you did a great job without having an instructor. I can't judge your kicks, but your punches look good.
That's all that matters, right?
Here's a nice cross shot.
I mean, for the chain.
What other entries do we have?
We had a lot of shadow boxing, BJJ.
This one was funny. My buddy recorded this on his like Google phone and sent it to me, and I was like, I gotta send this out.
You had that reach.
Dude, look at that. It's amazing.
Out, man.
Like I look like I'm 2 feet tall with 14 feet arms. It's amazing.
Every time I send a video to IRL, it compresses like that the first time. That's so I watch it through as I'm this like tiny creature. But then
like honestly, you're good. You're going off the back foot. Your right foot isn't leaving the ground. That's good. No need to switch there. But like all you have to do, if you rewind that back a little bit, all you gotta do is turn that hand over, and you're throwing a pretty good jab. So right now you're kind of you're just throwing that punch out there like this.
Yeah.
So when you throw a punch, you actually want to keep your hands open. And about 6 inches from the face of the target, you want to close that fist, turn that hand, land on the knuckles, because that's going to increase velocity. It's going to increase impact, and it's going to help cause a cut on that person if you want to do that. So turning that punch over is going to be really helpful when you're using that bag.
That's good. That's good to know. I was mostly just having fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was just saying, like it looks good. Like just if you turn the hand over and bam, you got it.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, was this Scotty Rolls? Or no?
That's amazing. Yeah,
these
tournaments are no joke. These tournaments are no joke right here.
So coming up this week, we're sticking power. We're going straight to the bicep curl. Use anything you got: kettlebells, resistance bands, maybe a kettlebell with a resistance band. That'd be a little crazy, right? I can't imagine.
God, ridiculous. You could probably use like a big old jug of laundry detergent at home. There's a lot of different things that you can do when it comes to.
You got babies lying around, don't know what to do with them. Pick them up. Get those bicep.
Yeah, just start shaking them. Yep.
Wow. Controlled shake. That is true. We need a Yomo Iron Challenge. We've got one more week to do the Iron Challenge.
I've done like all of them already. Just go through all my tweets.
I'm not doing it. You go through. You put them together. You give me that Iron video with the fun clips. Enjoy it.
I'll think about it. If you ping me enough throughout the week, there's a good chance I'd give it
an effort on my part, and I want effort on your part.
Well, I mean, the effort would be doing the 19 workouts after doing the other 2 workouts that I do a day. So that would be the effort.
I mean, I do it, but that's fine. We're not comparing. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out, Yomo. Do the Iron Challenge. You got one more week. We'll see you for flex time.
This is your commercial break. Brought to you by Sept. My fellow Americans, as your honorary vice president, I have some exciting news to share with you. You have the opportunity to become history by joining the U.S. Algo 2024 project. U.S. Algo 2024 is a unique and innovative project that combines art, blockchain, and democracy. It's a collection of 51 state cards, each representing one of the states in our great nation, created by talented artists on the Algo platform. By owning a state card, you can participate in the elections for the governor, vice president, and president of the United States. But to make this project a reality, we need your help. We need a new artist who can create the state cards for 2024. Now, while I thought about doing this for free, I've actually been able to get a federal grant from the government of about $600 for their work, as well as recognition and appreciation from the community. Yes, you heard me right. $600 federal grant from the government will be distributed to whoever has the lucky obligation of doing the art for the U.S. Algo 2020. That is $600. I hope that I didn't just flub that. Yes, pay is $600. Yes. This is a rare chance to get your hands on $600, as well as to show your creativity, skills, and other ways to contribute to a fun and engaging project that celebrates our diversity and unity as Americans. U.S. Algo 2024, artists need it today. We have the Algo Active Iron Challenge. Complete all 18 for a plausible participation ribbon, as well as a chance to win 500 Algo plus the Triple B Trophy, art by Alice Essen. That includes everything from backwards walruses to running to weighted sit-ups to the planks to the Turkish get-ups to the knee jumps to the back bends to the shuffle. You have to do one of each, all of them. It's not about team lifting. It's not about gatekeeping fitness. Flex with the chain. That's a quote from our one inglorious Lord Beluga. Enter by September 12th. That is 1 week as of today. 1 week as of
Alrighty, let's see.
I gotta keep IRL on her toes by having my cats rip out my laptop's Ethernet cable in the middle of my segment.
I have to find Yomo. He's just like not in this scene for whatever reason. So I'm gonna fix that while you, Ted, finish telling us about the clip contest, which wraps today at midnight.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, IRL. The clip contest is going to be an opportunity for you, the people, to use the clip function on YouTube. Now, if you've never used it before, don't feel scared. If you are on desktop, you'll click the 3 dots. It's kind of like 1, 2, 3 dots, and then you'll see clip. Now, what you can do is get any 60 seconds that's fun, interesting, or exciting, clip it, you'll get a link, and just share that link on the Twitter or X is what it's called now. With the appropriate hashtag, and you can be entered into a chance to win a Flemish Giant, not the clone, the Flemish Giant, donated by the glorious Schmitty.algo. So I want to give another shout out and amazing appreciation and gratitude towards Schmitty. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of that. IRL, did I do okay while you were doing your technical difficultying?
I think so. I mean, I'm excited about it. I think it's a sweet prize. If we didn't have a bad thing about winning your own prize,
Our
I
own
don't think
prizes.
Schmitty would want me to win it myself. But I'm gonna be jealous because it's a nice one. And yeah, I don't know. Get off your butts. Find me a clip. It's super easy. If I can do it, you can do it. It's a dope prize. The floor is north of 6,000 Algo. So yeah,
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe y'all have till midnight, or don't do it and give the people who have an even better chance of winning. That's a strategy. So, yeah, sorry about the delay getting you in here, Yomo, but welcome to NFT Flex Time. I gotta say, the whole ecosystem has been kind of busy with the NFT rewards tweeting and whatnot. So, you know, our audience, we're running a little low on flexes, but we do have about 2 weeks to catch up on. So, we'll quick roll through these and look for Yomos along the way. If the whole crew agrees those are solid flexes, you'll get another 10 Algo towards that price pot.
Okie dokie.
Feely, I feel like you knew I would love this one because I'm a fan of the Yetis. I'm a fan of the Bettys, and I like this one, and I might need it. So if you ever get rid of it, make sure I'm your first call. But
Ooh, I picked it up on floor yesterday. I know, it was the first one. I was like, don't even think about it, just buy it. That's what I did.
I'm a little upset that
If
I
you
was
need
out
me,
of
you can
town.
fix that.
Yeah, I'm a little upset I missed that. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Are you ready for some Zerkers? I love that. Yomo, what am I looking at? Tell me.
So like trait wise or what?
It's a Zerker. Are there certain traits? I don't know.
Yeah, there's like 1,200 not 1,200 traits, but there's 1,200 Zerkers. So there's quite a few traits and such. But yeah, like the allow list opened up yesterday, so all the board holders that signed up for it are getting their stuffs. But
I'm the
yeah,
worst. I didn't do it. I wanted to, and I just got carried away, and then it was the holiday week. I'm the worst. I will buy it off secondary. Has a penalty.
The public
for
mint
not
opens
signing up.
Public mint opens tomorrow at noon Eastern. So if you do want to support, feel free. If not, no worries.
You need an XRP wallet. That's been the hang up for me, is that I just getting a new wallet on a new chain. And I will get there, guys, but I work really hard on like this kind of stuff and trying to grow it. And I get a little overwhelmed sometimes with new tech. So yes, that is on my to-do list. I got to get an XRP wallet for sure, for sure. Let's see. We've got a Pizza Pal, I think that is, right?
Nope. That's the Generation 1. So that's just the Infinite Mice.
Okay.
That was gifted from Soodle, if I remember right, a while back ago, aka Casey in the crowd. And it's one of my favorite creators. He's super nice. Infinite Jest. And yeah, he just released those Pizza Pals. And then the second thing right there is one of the. So Hurley back in the day used to make Algo Bro scenes. You may have seen like Moon Algo's like camera one or photography one, all that type of stuff. So this one you can see it's got my favorite colors as my trunks, which is yellow, and then it's got Yomo on it, and it's me knocking another Algo Bro out. So it's one of my favorite NFTs for sure.
I love how you're giving us a little history here that's relevant with HNY expanding and the Infinite Nice coming out with Pizza Pal. Okay. I dig it. You win in my book, Yomo, but we'll see what everyone else thinks.
I tried to go a little bit different. I know we see a lot of mostly friends and like the bigger projects and stuff, and it's nice to see some of the quote unquote smaller projects get highlighted.
I agree.
All right, so you get a pass from Feely. Joe, what do you think of Yomo's Flexes?
Just a thumbs up, Joe?
Yeah, I think they're great.
It's just all right.
I was just checking with a thumbs up. I wasn't gonna just take a thumbs up. So
I did find the mute button.
I really like the glasses that the mouse has on. I've been staring at those for the last like minute or two, and I really wanted to buy those glasses.
They're really cool. Yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, he makes really good art. Like, I don't know, it's just nifty.
Nifty. Luga, do you concur with this nifty?
I do. It's quite nifty. I am curious, how many boxing NFTs do you have? It's got to be like a dozen, right?
No, honestly not. I have an Algo Bro scene. I have another Algo Bro avatar from Gen 1. I have the one that Owl made me, the custom Owl, which is definitely like a vault, whatever you want to call it.
It's a good one.
And then
I think
I have one of those ones that Dale drew with like Pepe, like that Dale drew with like Pepe, like punching Pepe or whatever. And then the other one that I have, which is a really cool story, I think Shek Juarez comes into this chat every so often.
Yeah.
He came to New York or NFT NYC and came up to our booth and like gave me an Alex boxing NFT, an Alex NFT, like the boxing theme, just for free, just like meeting me and stuff. So like shout out Shek. He's one of the greatest people in this space. Yeah.
Zach, you haven't given me an Alex, but okay, we'll move past
I don't
that.
think you met him in real life, did you?
I haven't met him in person. That is a fair assessment. And he's slowly learning, teaching me, and I'm learning to read his comments before I start saying them out loud. Because last episode he typed a comment and I just started reading it like without thinking. And then the end of the sentence was Chipotle bathroom. So you can guess how that's, so yeah, he's getting it. Lord Beluga posting some Zerkers that you got from the allow list.
I'll say 5 Zerkers. Do it.
Taco coin. These are 3D, but he's got the 2D too. Oh, here's in 2D.
Look, he's Algo active.
I dig
the one above is Algo active.
Yeah.
He already did the Algo active for this week. It looks like.
What?
He did. He's already doing taco bicep curls.
Good job, Taco. I'm proud of you, bud. It would be really funny for him to have those burritos that he makes, and one in each hand, and do curls. Anyways, okay, sorry. Or the chips. That would be good. Ice Age flexing a pixel pop.
When Good Boys? Anyone know?
I know. Good Boys before or after Shoe?
Before Shoe, I would hope.
Gotta be before
Shoe's never coming. So I would hope before Shoe.
I feel like the V2 for Pyrenees pack is one of those ones that I just have been so excited about and like waiting. Back in the day, it was the Woos when the Woos finally came out. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to see this art. I've loved the sneak peeks he's been giving us. I'm just impatient as I'll get out, so I'm like, so I'm excited about that. DC Junior is flexing some Vlad.
Oh yeah, nice.
Vlad's always good.
Super nice guy.
That's good. And then a little bit more taco coin. Here is a Shiba, but it's not a Shiba from Algo. It's a Shiba Princess. Correct me if I'm wrong, from XRP, right?
Yeah, so this is really cool. So now we're involving like the whole Shiba. Well, Shiba's involving the whole Shiba family. So Chibi, his 14-year-old daughter, does the OG Shibas and then the Finders. And then I think his 11-year-old daughter, I might be getting the ages wrong. CM does the Friends. And now his wife is creating these princesses. And their family has a strong like Japanese backbone and such, so that's why you see a lot of kind of Japanese theme to it and all that. So really, really pumped to see Shiba releasing on XRP as well.
Shout out Shiba Crab in the chat as well.
Shiba's in the chat. I didn't even see it. Oh, there
he's just taking screenshots of me. Hey. He has this thing called the Yomo files, which are just unfortunate screenshots of my face. So that's what he's doing right now, probably.
I'm sure there's people that have screenshots of better looking screen. There's some good ones they could pull too. So,
IRL.
Gotta save the shots for the calendar, don't you know? NFT Flex time. This person's got a whole collage going. I see Crazy Goose. I see Sketchy Bears. I see Golems, I think. Lad, Little Royals, Embryos, Geckos.
Oh,
clones.
Goose. We had new missions released for Goose. Goose and Robots this week.
The Dream Journal is going to be filling up quickly if you do it right. Yeah. I don't know if I will.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, you're probably not, but yeah.
Some Mental Marvin. So Mental Marvin's doing some cool stuff with his traits. I bought the Alex Raven t-shirt, and now I get Nanite because my Marvin has the shirt on. So it's really cool. I haven't been in there enough shopping for these different traits, but I love a good collab. So this one is a Buttcoin collab. So if you own that trait, then you get Buttcoin dropped to you, I'm pretty sure. So pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty nifty way of doing like passive staking with like rewards for it's just nice to see all these collaborations in different ways.
Someone has a Yomo shirtless file. I don't hate that person. I'm just saying.
No one has that. What are you talking?
Oh,
What?
it's in the chat. I flashed it.
Oh, that's
Unintended.
Soodle. That's Soodle. He does not have that.
I don't know. I actually went
I have
over
to get
to
a
his
restraining
house
order ready.
and I saw it on his computer. So
He's really undercover for us. Like I said, we're going to put together a calendar, and it might have to be a cross-chain calendar at this point now. But I'm excited. Okay, so you pass on the NFT flexes. We have one more game to play with you, and then we're going to hear your elevator pitch. Feely's going to give us the StarCast, and we'll have made it through another episode. But if anybody's like, man, I wish that they would talk about my NFTs, we can totally do that. Anybody can post them to Twitter and use the hashtag NFT Flex Time. We review them every week, and it's a great way to, if you're an artist, get feedback on what people like, what people don't like. It's a great way to see what people are collecting and what they're excited about. So all along, it's a good time. I appreciate you guys weighing in with us. Yoma, are you ready?
Ready.
Born ready. All right, Feely, we're going to get Yomo the Algo Ecosystem Challenge. Then we're going to come to you after the elevator pitch for some StarCast, okay?
Sounds good.
I appreciate you. I knew that there was a button somewhere.
What's the record?
Oh gosh, was it 16?
15.
15.
And I just have to name Algorand projects?
Any Algorand project. It could be DeFi. It could be dApps. It could be anything your heart desires.
Gotcha.
I've lost my pen.
Warm up a little bit.
So, IRL, you may have to
No.
I'm gonna yield to you in your decision, but I'm gonna try my best to keep keep my fingers not crossed.
Ted, when do you not yield to me and my decision?
Good point. Good point.
Love you. That's why it works, right? All right. We will get you set up in case anyone else is not familiar with this game. It's called the Algo Ecosystem Challenge. We put 30 seconds on the clock, and our special guest gets to name as many projects on Algorand as they possibly can. Again, there's no limit to what kind of projects they could be. They could be critical infrastructure pieces, DeFi, gaming, you name it. It's a good time. Yomo's been talking a little bit of smack about this particular challenge, so we will let him get going. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's quick check the chat. Butts. It's me. I do. Okay. Fair enough. We'll get going with it. Let's see here. Ready, set, go.
All right, Mingo, Mostly Friends, Crazy Goose Flock, Lundy's, State Poofs, H&Y NFTs, Rand Gallery. Let's do Algo X NFT. I don't know why. Vestige, Para, D-Fly, Flemish Giants, Flemish Clones, Fractal Monsters, Fractal Tamers. Let's go with Womp Crew. Let's go with Lucas, Jojo Babbitt. Let's go with Belinda's.
Oh, time up. We'll stop you at Belinda's. I got to say, I'm pretty confident that I counted correctly. And I'm happy to report you got 18.
Yeah, that sounds right.
New high score.
That's with added words, too. So, I didn't just list.
And I think it's important to point out that you could have very easily said Algo Bros, Elgato.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Buff Birds.
Yeah.
Gosh, it was on the tip of my tongue. You know where I was going with that, though. You could have very easily named like 5 off the top of your head. Just in.
I could have just went off the sponsor list too.
It's there for a reason.
I don't know why people don't look at the sponsor list for this contest.
It's a real life hack. It's true. I mean, especially now we have so many. It's you could.
Yeah, your first 10 in theory on this game should be free.
I didn't even look at it this time because I didn't want to feel like I was cheating there, but.
Cheating is encouraged.
You can,
but not too much.
You can tell
cheating.
because I said you can tell because I said AXN. You can tell I didn't cheat.
Oh yeah, right. You even said I don't even know why I'm saying this, but I think the important part to doing well in that game is to not get hung up. Like you were like, I don't know why I said that, and you kept going. You let it roll. Where I know when I played, I said one and I was like, wait, why did I say that? I should have said, and I like went on my own 3 or 4 second tangent in my head. So well done. Well done. New high score, 18 for the Algo Ecosystem Challenge. And you know what getting through our games gets you? Elevator pitch. I'm going to set you up. We're going to stick you in the elevator instead of the boxing ring and let you pitch your project. But before we do, let me thank you for coming on the show. It's been really fun having you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a blast. And next time I'm eligible to jump on the show, just let me know.
I love it so much. I'm proud of you for putting up those numbers. We need to get our own championship belt NFT we can claw back and give to somebody when they send a new high score. That would be really
cool.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're supposed to release IRL token too. So I was supposed to tell you that.
All right. Ding. Oh, wait. I
You
think
were
I hear
on
the
such
elevator.
good behavior.
I
Yeah,
think
ding.
The elevator is here. I don't know what's going on. Ding.
It is. We're headed.
Oh, man.
Hi, everybody. I'm sure you guys all maybe know our project by now, but I run a project with my buddy Hurley called H&Y NFTs. Right now, our main collection is on Algorand called Borks. We have 3 play-to-earn retro arcade games inside our arcade called Astro Explorer. And we're expanding out to the XRP or Ripple chain with a new release of a 1,200-piece collection called Zerkers. These Zerkers are the hackers, and the Borks are the brawn. You can keep up with the lore inside the Discord there. But the Zerkers will have the same capabilities of Algorand, but just on Ripple. They will be able to play all the arcade games. They will be able to partake in raffle prizes and play-to-earn structure there. And really just trying to make sure that we drive reciprocal value to both Algorand and Ripple through our project. And thanks for the time. And I believe my time is up.
Hello, Felicia here with some more astrology. Venus retrograde is over, the planet of love and values. During this Venus retrograde, we had a unique opportunity to reevaluate not only our relationships, but also our financial situations and personal values. It's been a bit of a challenging ride for some, unearthing issues in our relationships, whether those issues stemmed from our actions, those of our partners, or just the circumstances we found ourselves in, that Leo drama. Venus retrograde started at the end of July and it ended yesterday, September 4th. The same day Jupiter went retrograde. I'm sure y'all are so tired of hearing about these retrogrades, but we are in a retrograde season. From September 4th onward, when Venus goes direct, we are likely to see things settling. We are likely to get clarity, see where we stand in terms of our relationships and in terms of what is important to us in certain relationships and in connections with other people in various areas of our lives. What's fascinating is how personal experiences can align with the cosmic events. For me personally, the mention of a close cousin of mine going through a breakup, and she was engaged. Remember Venus's relationships, and also witnessing a long-standing pharmacy closed down that I've worked at for 5 years. So that relationship that I've had with that specific location is coming to an end. There are even broader events like Twitter's rebranding to X, or the resurfacing of Barack Obama's letters during this retrograde period. That's pretty funny how that resurfaced. These are intriguing coincidences that sometimes make us wonder about the power of these astrological cycles. And also, the Barbie movie came out right when Venus went retrograde into Leo. But I also heard that an astrologer was kind of behind that timing, but I also think that's cool. Now Now with Venus turning direct in Leo, no longer in retrograde, it's a time to shift gears and take proactive steps to address the issues we've identified in our relationships and finances, or even embrace changes like we've been getting these blasts from the past vibes, which is really cool. Everywhere I go, I feel like I'm in the 90s, and I love it. However, Venus isn't just about love, it also holds sway over our values and financial matters. During its retrograde, we might have hit the pause button on these areas, but now with Venus direct in Leo, we can move forward with aligning our values with our financial goals. So now Jupiter's retrograde in Taurus. That's where there's a twist. As Venus ends its retrograde, Jupiter begins its own retrograde journey in Taurus the same day, yesterday, September 4th, and this will continue to all the way to December 30th. This phase might challenge us when it comes to abundance and personal philosophies, potentially leading to tendencies towards greed or excess. Taurus being all about the finer things in life, and Jupiter known for pushing boundaries, might make moderation a bit tricky because everything that Jupiter touches grows. So you can think of Jupiter in astrology like Santa Claus. It's really big. So everything it touches, it expands and it grows. Also, the way I think of Jupiter retrograde is kind of like taking a break from a meal you are trying to digest, because Jupiter's function is meaning making, and so pause is something that is naturally built into that, because when you have this external progress and growth, but when that slows down retrograde, so you can integrate and make meaning of what you've done. Also, while Mercury trine Jupiter, trine is an aspect in astrology. What the hell is a trine? So a trine in astrology occurs when two planets are approximately 120 degrees apart, signifying harmonious and positive connections between them. So they are getting along. So this is a positive aspect. So with this trine, there is an active component into Jupiter's meaning making, into Jupiter's meaning making, because Mercury is like the busy arm that's being guided by Jupiter during this transit. So with Mercury retrograde, it means going through your old notes and maybe putting them in your Google Docs or something like that. So during these cosmic changes, it's essential to welcome the warm, creative, and loving energy that Venus brings during its direct period for this week. Despite any potential challenges, it's crucial to recognize that love has the strength to win over difficulties, making it a force we should prioritize during this cosmic transition. With major changes on the horizon, it's wise to hold on to all the positives that are in our lives, because it's not a bad life. Whether you've had personal insights during these retrogrades or are simply just intrigued by the interplay of the stars, there's plenty to contemplate and embrace as we navigate these cosmic occurrences. But yeah, that's all for today. Love you guys. I see you next week.